shattered city of Stuttgart, Germany, received Secretary of State Byrnes here from the Paris conference to speak to an audience, including minister-presidents of the American zone of occupation. In the provisional capital of the zone, the group in the Opera House hears the most important statement of our policy since the war's end. And throughout the world, interest is high as Mr. Byrnes tells just how we feel about our conquered enemy.
It is not in the interest of the German people or in the interest of world peace that Germany should become a pawn or a partner in a military struggle for power between the East and the West. Twice in our generation, German militarism and Nazism have devastated the lands of Germany's neighbors. It is only fair and just that Germany should do her part to repair that devastation. The United States, therefore, is prepared to carry out fully the principles outlined in the Potsdam Agreement on demilitarization and reparation. And the United States will not agree to the taking from Germany of greater reparations than was provided by the Potsdam Agreement. The United States is firmly of the belief that Germany should be administered as an economic unit and that zonal barriers should be completely obliterated so far as the economic life and activity in Germany are concerned. Security forces will probably have to remain in Germany for a long period. Now, I want no misunderstanding. We will not shirk our duty. We are not withdrawing. We are staying here. As long as there is an occupation army in Germany, American armed forces will be part of that occupation army.
Striking merchant seamen on the nation's west coast touch off a shipping tie-up that soon becomes nationwide. In Seattle, crew members leave a ship vowing not to return until the Wage Stabilization Board reverses a decision canceling a wage increase agreed upon between one group of seamen and ship operators. The walkout threatens to halt the work of 400,000 cargo handlers and seamen in the United States and disrupt worldwide shipments at a time when international transport is sorely needed. The world's largest seaport lie idly at anchor awaiting the outcome. Tugmen also joined the strike and refused to tow the vessels to the piers where pickets carry banners asking dock workers not to cross the line. The city's truckmen, also on strike, further complicate the transport situation, and soon New York's waterfront is piled high with merchandise. A bottleneck to the world's economy shapes up. Jesus T. Pinheiro, Puerto Rico's new governor, arrives at San Juan from Washington to take office. An honor guard is drawn up at the airport as Rexford Tugwell, retiring governor, welcomes his successor. The selection of Senor Pinheiro by President Truman is a milestone in Puerto Rico's history. Although he is the 167th governor of the island, he is the first native Puerto Rican, and the crowd gives him an ovation as they gather at the Capitol building to see him sworn in by Chief Justice Martin Travieso. The parade, in which Americans and Puerto Ricans join, marks the beginning of a new era in self-government for the island dependency. Loyal in peace and war, Puerto Rico takes a big step forward. All America wishes Governor Pinheiro a prosperous term.
Atlantic City is a glitter and agog with pretty girls headed by Bess Meyerson, Miss America of 1945. Pretty contenders for the 46th crown, representing 37 states and 11 cities, meet their public and display a few reasons why they're here today. Yeah, it's sort of relaxing, what with strikes and food shortages and international disputes and so on, to have the lassies back with us once again. Oh, well, one good turn deserves another. But gosh, how'd you like to be one of the 13 judges and have to pick the winner? Miss America must have beauty as well as other attributes, and selecting her is somewhat of an exacting science. But now we're along to the finalists, and who's the lucky gal? Ah, here she is now, 21-year-old Marilyn Buford of California, and her predecessor relinquishes the coveted crown. She's tall, she's dark, she's... From down Mexico way come the brothers Gracidas to represent their country in the International Polo Series at Westbury, Long Island. Opposing them at Swank Meadowbrook Club is the American team, and the opening match in the series of 3 games sets a terrific pace that never lets down. The riders from below the Rio Grande are fast in the saddle, but Cecil Smith and company move to the fore in the first chukker and never relinquish their lead. Between them, Smith and Mike Phipps score 10 goals, and here's number 1 coming up. This is not exactly good neighborly, but it's very effective. Even more spectacular are some of the spills that highlighted the match. Here goes one of the Gracidas boys. In some respects, the match is a toss-up, but in others, it's never in doubt as the Yanks press their advantage. The Mexicans score 4 goals and display keen riding en route, but 4 goals are not enough to win today. Final score is 10-4 in favor of the Americans, and a knockdown fight it was.